We're doing a test here. I want to see how this works. I haven't honestly done this in a long time. Where oh, see, there you go. That's what I mean. So what is that? What's on the screen? What is on the screen? Oh, okay. So reasons unknown to me. There are multiple chat boxes. We'll see. Oh, the test chat. That's right. I wasn't sure I was gonna work. All right. We'll leave the regular chat box up. Yo, what's up, bro? Christmas strategies. It's you. What's up, dude? Oh, let me kill this. Let me kill this screen real quick because over here I don't need the screen on the screen, and now I can do some tweaks. Keep talking to me, bro. So I have a new setup, and I did some tweaking to my to like my settings and everything. So I want to see how it comes out. Again, I still need to play around a little bit more. Get out of here, light. I probably use a natural light for now until it's eaten up. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You are the chat for right now. You are the chat. I actually have a lot to talk about. Like, quite a bit. Until the sun comes down. I'll keep this where it is. Hey, what's up? Who's that? What does he want? Oh my god. Hold on. I'll bring it up. No, we went over and we mentioned that we didn't get a chance to talk about it after you left, and she said to grab time with her and we're going to discuss. Period. We didn't even get to talk about Florida either. I'm talking to Darian to figure out what items are still on for Iowa Cloud along with Missouri. We're going to find time to meet with Missouri. Who is scheduling? I'm sorry. All right. So yeah, I definitely gotta. Okay, let me tweak the size because I want to see this. I mean, thank you for being my little guinea pig here, bro. Because that's way too large. All right. Font size can come down quite a bit. I ain't that old. All right. All right. Let's build this PC. All right, guys, keep talking. Keep talking. I'm not in the pool section. All right, guys, give me some more. Give me some more stuff. I need to play around with it. Um, So this is how I found out about Scott Adams. Yeah, he had cancer. I saw the news. If you guys don't know, um, I made a video about Scott Adams a while back where I talked about his whole initiative, if you will, to get blacks the hell away from him and other white people, saying things like he wanted us to not be near them because of a poll, a random poll, mind you. And you know, the hard part is that like he's a really smart man, like really smart, and it kind of blows my mind that he thought that was the hill to die on. No pun intended. Because like, you know, people like me looked up to him, regardless of race. Because I want to be a cartoonist when I was a little kid, right? I loved his cartoons. Like he was really smart. I read all of his books. He's brilliant up to that point. And then someone goes, "Well, maybe you missed the point. It was satire." And I go, "In this day and age, I understand satire, but you got to be careful. You got to be real careful." All right, I'm gonna see what happens if I don't want to do that. Okay, all right, that's normal sized. Okay, I could probably make the chat a little bit bigger. So let's just go up one size. Let's go to 20. All right. Sorry, y'all. I'm testing out a new setup. And then we'll get into the nitty gritty. That would like to say. All right. What I don't like is it cuts off the name, but I do have the real names right here. Off the other side. Can I expand it so I still see the name? No. I cannot. You know, we'll go with this way and see how it goes. We'll play around with it. So if you're on stream, you're on. Well, I think only Mo's on Twitch. And again, I'm playing around with this stuff. I've honestly kind of ignored it for a while. Let's go to a live scene. See how that looks. Okay, that's good. Cutting there. Yeah, I think I told y'all. In 2026, I wanted to get a little bit more serious about streaming. I want to throw my hat in the ring and try to be a true streamer, chase the goals and whatnot, have the conversations that we all want to have, and really be real about it. But yeah, do my boy Charisma Strategy says, and give the video a like. You know, say what's up. Now tell you guys how things are. So I think many of you guys may not know, but I made a decision this year that I want to pursue a couple of different things, because I've been a jack of all trades, a master of none, for a while, and I've been really burning the midnight oil to get myself in a place where I'm no longer in debt. Right? I do not want to be in debt anymore. Chris Sanat. I'm not trying to be Sanat. Because here's the thing: to be him, you have to live, breathe, and die streaming. Like, that is all this man does, sometimes for 24 hours. He lives in a house, so he has friends in there who give you content when he's sleeping. Sometimes his content is him sleeping. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just want to say, like I don't want to be cocky or not, but I do want to take it more seriously. Like, I won't call it a hobby. I'm gonna call it a part of my business, because the more I do it, the more I can speak to what my digital acumen is, and I can learn more from you guys as I already have. I can grow more with you guys as I already have, and we can all be better together, right? Because my whole goal here in Neuromotivation is to be the best we can be, and I don't think I can accomplish that, half-stepping it. So, as you guys know, I do want to set these streams up every Tuesday. I originally had them for noon during my lunch break, but one of my bosses, well, actually, I only have one boss now, but my boss decided to book a meeting at 12:30, which is right smack dab in the middle of my lunch. Then I have another meeting right after that, so I don't have time to set up the stream, do all the stuff in the morning. So what I think I'm gonna start doing is, and this will last until I figure things out, is I'm gonna do a stream on Mondays and a stream on Tuesdays in the afternoon. So around this time, 4 o'clock, I had a meeting that ran over today for work, but around 4 o'clock, 4:30 on Tuesdays, I'll be streaming, and then in the mornings on Mondays I'll be streaming. So that gets me down to 2 days a week, right? Where I can do a pretty decent stream in the morning. Now, mind you, and this is probably me doing way too much at the same time. I'm also rededicating my. I'm telling you everything I'm doing. It's a lot, and then we'll get into like the bigger news stories. I'm rededicating myself. Can I have that? Cool. I'm rededicating myself to working out, which means I'm waking up early in the morning and I'm going to the gym, getting in at least 3 workouts a week just to start. I'm also reading on how to be a less of a doer and more of a how to say this, more of a influencer in my business world, if that makes sense, right? So I met with this guy who made a lot of money. He said so at one point he made like $600 an hour just going into companies and figuring out what's wrong with their companies and what's wrong with them organizationally and how he can help fix their problems organizationally, right? I saw that role and I'm like, yo, I would love that. That's what I would want to do. I absolutely would love to go into organizations and assess them and let them know where they can be better and be more efficient, be smarter, more lean, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm embarking on that journey. And then one thing he told me is, he goes, you got to start reading and change your mindset. Because right now you're in the doing mindset. Like I can solve problems by doing things, right? Which is pretty standard. So I am looking at how I can really change things around. And he gave me a book. And so I'm reading that book first. So once that book is completed and read, and I get some learnings from it, I'll begin my journey on being a, I guess, I don't know how to explain it, like not a talker, but someone who speaks to holistically the ideas and the agendas. And that then puts you in a space where you're no longer at that lower level, you're now on the strategic level. And they make more money, even though they do less work. And I told y'all before a long time ago, I want to do less work. I work hard. I've always worked hard. But I don't want to do that no more. So that's what it is. All right, thank you for letting me get that off my chest. So let me say, so I also simultaneously want to, again, I want to work on voice acting as well, which I look into that, right? And there's a class I can take. It starts in February, every Tuesday, in the afternoon, after work. And I tell myself, you know what? As much as I want to take that class, I want to do some other things first. So I think I want to do some improv before I jump into straight up voice acting. So I'm gonna wait until I've got the funds ready to go. But I think I'm gonna pay for myself in March to join an improv troupe. The same way I did like when I did my what do you call it, my karaoke league. It's just way more expensive and way more nervous. Like I'll be way more nervous. But I think even if starting there and then going into voice acting, I'll get my confidence up. And they said that too. They said like, before you do voice acting, like do an acting class. Then they say do an improv class. Then they say then start working on your voice acting. And I go, really? Like I was going to dive into the thing right away, but I'm not going to argue with the masters. I'm going to do it that way. On top of that, like I said, who's you guys know who Steve Blum is? He basically was the actor who did Spike Spiegel, Tom from Tsunami and a few other things. He has a voice acting like course slash I don't know video on demand thing. It's fairly like cheap, and I don't want to like not turn over every stone, but I think I might sign up for that as well once I get through the first course, just because I want to really immerse myself in it. There's also a few podcasts who do the same thing, and I just want to figure out like what will it take for me to break in. Like I don't want to do the thing where I'm doing it all online. I'll be honest. I want to find something where I can go be in front of people and be around people and talk to people and connect with people, because I know that my secret power is people. Like people like me, people get along with people really easily. I connect with people very, very well. And I want to make sure that I'm using my powers to the strongest ability. So, and I think that like I've spent a lot of time, if I'm being honest, hiding on the internet. right? Like hiding for real on the internet. And that's not the right way to go about it. So, all right. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are popping in because of the Scott Adams thing. So let me just talk to y'all about it real quick. Please do me a favor, chat. Let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation. So if you didn't see it, I did make a video a while back about Scott Adams. And it wasn't me. Y'all know there's been on my channel at any point or any juncture. You know that I love talking about race and race relations and the nuance of what it means to be black, right? See, I would go to LA, but most of the industry now for voice acting can be done at home. I know at least 2 different actresses rather, and they both work from home. So there's no need to go to LA and pay LA prices when I can just do it here. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to move to LA. It sounds fun, in theory. I can hang out with Akeem more. I have a buddy who's moved out there too. But I think my girlfriend will miss me because she ain't moving. So that's a whole other conundrum. So let me pull this up real quick. So let's see what I got here. Because I still get up until he died, I was still getting comments on this video regularly about Scott Adams. And y'all don't remember what he said. I got a little quote for y'all. So Scott Adams red pilled, Kanye unforgivable. You know, I think it's a mixture. It's a mixture. Like, I think that Kanye is gonna sound bad if the next album is really good and he speaks earnestly, then you might see people forgive him a little bit. Oh, I see. Scott Adams red pilled Kanye. I don't think it was just him. I think it's a mixture, bro. It was him. It was Candace Owens. It was the world. It was his mental illness. It was Trump. Like there's a few levels to it. And I'll be honest, I read the note that one of Scott Adams' ex-wives posted, which is kind of, I'll say this. If he's anything like me, then he knows how to not burn a bridge, right? Like if a marriage is not working out, you can go like, you know what, honey, I love you. I want the best for you, but it ain't working, right? Like, it ain't working. I mean, you know what? I met Andy DeVirgo. What's that? What's up, Andy? I met him. He was nice to me. I was shocked when he put out as a racist. Again, like it sucks because I honestly did love him, and I'm not saying that like to be like funny. Like I currently have. Oh man, that hurt. Ah, I hit my knee. Ah, how did this book hurt me so bad? Oh my god, Scott Adams. Ah, what the hell? Ah, that hurt. I hit myself in the knee in the corner of this dumb book. Anyway, I got this book, right? What do you call a sociopath in a cubicle? And the answer is a coworker. So I actually have a gigantic collection of his books, like a lot of them, to the point where I had to throw them away. But I wanted to keep one, and his book, How to Fail at Everything But Still Succeed. Right? I just threw him away after what he did, after what he said, because I held on to one. I go, you know what? I don't hate him that much, but I can't openly support somebody who would do that. You know what I mean? Like, again, his podcast was actually kind of brilliant. I love the way he thought. He thought outside the box. He pushed you to think outside of things. But then, like, the black thing was just stupid. It was stupid. It was stupid. Yeah, Andy is black. But I did read his final message that went up on Twitter, but from his ex-wife. And let's see how this translates. Okay. And bear with me here, guys. I'm still again like figuring out how I'm formatting everything. All right. So I'll just read it for you because it's not going to work out the way I wanted to work out. The thing is, I'll say this: he was still funny even to the end, but I can't tell if there's a part in here if it was a bit or if he was serious. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and read this for you guys. This is from Scott Adams. His last word before he passed away. He was still of sound mind before he went, but I think he knew he only had a little bit of time left, so he decided to do it in his own way. He went out in his own way. Okay. If you're reading this, things did not go well for me. I have a few things to say before I go. My body failed before my brain. I am of sound mind as I write this. January 1st, 2026. Oh, he was already gone. Oh, wait. Okay, he wrote this before things got worse. Okay, all right. If you wonder about any of my choices for my estate or anything else, please know I am free of any coercion or inappropriate influence of any sort. I promise. Next, many of my Christian friends have asked me to find Jesus before I go. I'm not a believer, but I have to admit the risk-reward calculation for doing so looks attractive. So here I go. This is the part I can't tell if it's a bit or he's being serious. I accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, and I look forward to spending an eternity with him. The part about me not being a believer should be quickly resolved if I wake up in heaven. I won't need any more convincing than that. And I hope I am still qualified for entry. With your permission, I'd like to explain something about my life. And I'll pause there. You can go read this on Twitter or on X. I think it's kind of brilliant, honestly, to go, I did the risk reward calculation. And frankly, what better time to accept Christ than on your deathbed? Let's be honest here. Because even if you like don't really believe in it, the one prerequisite is truly believing in your heart that Jesus Christ died for your sins and that Jesus Christ rose from the dead and came back and he was the Son of God. And if you choose to purely and truly believe that before you die, if you spend your life not believing and you get into heaven, so be it. And the one thing I'll say is that as much as, he said he wanted to stay away from black people, I hope there are a lot of black people in heaven. And I hope that he is proven wrong about that assertion. I really do. That we should stay away from him and all white people. All right. So he said here, and I'll paraphrase, because I read this whole thing already. For the first part of my life, I was focused on making myself a worthy husband and parent as a way to find meaning. That worked. But marriages don't always last forever. And mine eventually ended in a highly amicable way. I am grateful for those years and for the people I came to call my family. If you didn't catch that, he's had two ex-wives. And while the marriages didn't work out, he built a good family, And after the marriages didn't work out, he needed a new focus. So he donated his time to the world, speaking the words out loud in his otherwise silent home. From that point on, he looked for ways that he could add the most to people's lives, one way or another. And again, I will not let you, I won't steal this from you guys. I'll let you guys go on X and read it. Go follow Scott Adams. You can see it there. But ultimately, he just kind of like plugged his books, which I think is kind of his way of helping to get his family some money. He plugged all of his books that he wrote recently. And how they either did well or didn't do well, which I guarantee you a lot of the conservatives who followed him or who loved him were going to now go buy these books because Trump promoted him and go, hey, he was a great guy. We loved him. He was dope, right? Ignoring the whole racist thing that he did, which again, pretty par for the course because he jumped all over, I forget the guy's name, the director producer guy for anything negative he did, but because he's a Trump supporter, he's a great guy. That's according to Trump, right? And again, I highly expect that with him now gone, you're going to see a lot of conservatives speaking to his rhetoric. I mean, Scott Adams, and where he was before when he left, which again to me is a little bit sad because he really did start this journey in the world pretty well loved, pretty great. Again, I'll tell you, for me at least, I read every comic strip that came out. I read every Dilbert comic strip until he said that. Even the ones later when it got kind of weird, you know. I'll tell you out loud that I did think that he was a great voice until the Kanye stuff, you know. Let's play like a little passage here from him.
And I would say, based on the current way things are going, the best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. Just get the fuck away. Wherever you have to go, just get away. Because there's no fixing this. This can't be fixed. Right? This can't be fixed. You just have to escape. So that's what I did. I went to a neighborhood where, I have a very low black population. Because unfortunately, there's a high correlation between the density. And this is according to Don Lemon, by the way. So here I'm just quoting Don Lemon when he notes that when he lived in a mostly black neighborhood, there were a bunch of problems that he didn't see in white neighborhoods. So even Don Lemon sees a big difference in your own quality of living based on where you live and who's there. So I think it makes no sense whatsoever as a white citizen of America to try to help black citizens anymore. It doesn't make sense.
Don't help us at all.
It's no longer a rational impulse. And so I'm gonna back off from being helpful to black America because it doesn't seem like it pays off.
No.
Like I've been doing it all my life, and the only outcome is I get called a racist.
What have you done?
Only outcome.
What did he do?
It makes no sense to help black Americans if you're white. It's over. Don't even think it's worth trying. Totally not trying.
So,
and I would say...
So we'll stop there. So, and again, this is the person that the president, our president, because he supported them. Scott Adams is a true American original and a great ally to the President of the United States and the entire administration. My prayers go out to Scott and all of you who loved him. We lost one of the good ones, but we'll never forget him. Again, the good ones. That's wild. Sadly, the great influencer Scott Adams has passed away. He was a fantastic guy who liked and respected me. This guy makes it all about him. He's such a narcissist. He was a great guy who liked and respected me when it wasn't fashionable. He also fought a long battle against a terrible disease. My condolences go out to his family and all his many friends and listeners. He'll be truly missed. God bless you, Scott. And it's sad because I really wish that Buddy just didn't say the racist stuff. I just wish he never said the racist thing because that's what ruined it. Like, if he was just not racist, that's all you gotta do. Step 1, don't be racist. Step 2, profit. Like, he didn't gain anything by making that statement. Because, again, I would never call him a racist up until that point. And I don't know what he did to help any black people where he got called a racist. What did you actually do? And I'm asking that question because I can't think of a time where a white person helped me and I go, thanks for taking out my trash. You racist piece of, you know what I mean? And I'm like, hey, buddy, thanks for giving me $5 so I can get on the bus. You racist? Like, what did you do? How did you help these black people? What did you do? I also love that because I'm wearing a black shirt. It's a floating head now. Yeah, this is the guy that made Dilbert. And here's the thing. I loved Dilbert. My middle name is Dilbert. If y'all don't know this. My middle name is Dilbert. So often people would call me Dilbert, and I would wear it like a patch of pride. Like, oh, how dare you missay my name? No. how thank you for missaying my name, you know? Like that is where I was so happy, so proud, so American. Dilbert was a trash comic. I thought that before I knew he was racist, and I still think that. All right, let me ask a question. What's trash about it? Because I will say, this is one thing. This is one thing that he said often is that Scott did is that he couldn't draw, right? He goes, "Look at me. I'm making a comic strip and I can't draw." Right? I thought they were actually pretty clever if you worked in an office. Like I thought they were decently good. You know what? And I think too, if you're real, and I'll say this: Scott knew what was happening in the world. I don't say I'm gonna know from work. He knew what was happening in the world, and he still spoke to it. Right? Like I'll be honest, I will be. One second, Iowa Cloud. What is this? Hold on, he's sending me dumb stuff. Oh, that's old. Okay, sorry, y'all. Real world calls sometimes. I just got to answer briefly. No, 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 not that. Not that. Not that. All right. I'm gonna worry about it. It's almost Wednesday weekend. Dump is the dumbest person we ever had. Make Bush Jr. look like a Rhodes Scholar. Oh, I agree. Like a member of Onyx today. Thank you. I appreciate it. Like I feel like Dipper was funny, but you had to work in the office to get some of the jokes. And then he had like these little side plots that would go on that were just kind of funny. Like, let me show you. Let me show you. Let's go over to Dilbert.com. Okay. Yo, how old am I that I don't know how to go full screen? I don't know how to go full screen. Let me just do this. Hey Google, how do I go full screen on my Windows computer?
To go full screen on your Windows computer, the easiest way is to press the F11 key. If that doesn't work, you might need to try FN plus F11. Some applications, like streaming videos, also have a dedicated
There we go.
icon.
Hey Google, stop. All right.
There's nothing to stop.
I ain't talking to you. All right. Scott was intelligent and curious, but unfortunately, sorry. I read too fast sometimes. This is why I'm gonna have a hard time being a voice actor. Scott was intelligent and curious, but unfortunately, like many of his kind, believed that made him superior to those from marginalized, underprivileged backgrounds. Yes. Anyway, so example, the Win Bigley book. Obviously, that's Trump. That's Dogward. That's Trump. He's orange. Because Trump is orange. Persuasion in a world where facts don't matter. Now, I would tell you, I do think that this is actually kind of a poignant book to read. Even if you don't give me your money, go find it in the library. Because this book talks about persuasion, how to persuade people. Even if you are talking bull, which Trump does often and constantly, and he still does well. People will sit there and know he's lying, and like he'll be playing in your face, right? Donald Trump will play in your face, right? And you'll still like him if you're one of his followers, or you'll still eat the gerbil juice. I don't know what you call it. Just like it's wild to me that it works, but it does because he's effective at what he does, and he does it constantly and well. I'm not telling anybody to follow Donald Trump as a role model, but I am telling you that what he does awkwardly and effectively does work. And obviously, like I'll say this, I need to read this book because I'm the kind of person where facts matter to me a lot, and being fair matters to me a lot, and being right matters to me a lot. And I get really upset when things aren't right or unfair, or someone wins with false facthoods. I'll tell you right now, I'm doing this marriage counseling thing, and our marriage counselor is I'm just gonna say it, she's kind of trash. And she kind of has like these half baked ideas, and I will argue with her in the marriage counseling, and I'm like, listen, here's the full idea, and I understand it because I went to Bible school and I had to study this stuff for a living. I know she does it herself, but I don't. Not that I know better, but that I'm trying. Hold on a second. My freaking boss is hitting me up at the end of the day. I'm not even working anymore. You ever had a boss who didn't want to ask, like, didn't speak in full like English, and therefore he just kind of sends like broken, broken questions? They both will be included in the meeting. Ask for the meeting. Okay, what's happening now? Oh my god, sorry y'all. This is just stupid. Okay. I don't even know that any of that is for me. All right, there you go. Hopefully that's done. All right, so anyway, so I actually want to read this book. I own this book. I don't know what he changed about like how to fail at almost everything and still win big. Again, I will be buying it on eBay. I will not be buying full price for any of his books. I'm not buying it from that. I'm not helping him out. Sorry. Reframe Your Brain, the user interface for happiness and success. And then God's Debris, the complete works. God's Debris, the religion war, and the lucky horse. Again, that's him speaking from an atheist standpoint. So, oh, I see. He didn't even he pulled the comic strips off of this. His disgraced and canceled cartoonist Scott Adams has moved his work and upgraded it to a spicier version entitled Dilbert Reborn. Dilbert Reborn is only available by subscription in 2 places. Dilbert is now uncensored and spicier, not always safe for work. Dilbert Reborn by subscription on X. All right, which I almost guarantee you somebody probably took this stuff and put it somewhere else. Hey, what's up, Butch? Long time no see, brother. For now, the older Dilbert comics are not available. I plan to build an AI interface so you can search by any criteria by late summer 2024, which he obviously did not do. So, bummer. But I know for a fact these things are archived on the internet across the board. So, I want to read like one Dilbert comic strip and see if it makes me laugh. I kind of want to see what happens when I read the Dilbert Reborn. Sorry. Any items? Oh, I feel like my boss is so dense sometimes. All right, let's just pick a random comic strip and see if I laugh. So I'll pick this one. It's time for the sacred dance of the cubicle. Hiya, hiya, waya, hiya, waya, hiya, hiya, hiya. That should make everything I do today seem useful by comparison. That's kind of clever. Because now he's done something so dumb that everything else he does is going to be gold. Okay, yeah, okay. Catbert, evil director of human resources. I've worked in a windowless cubicle for 25 years. Can I move to the vacant cube by the window? Sure. Gah! It burns! Too fast. I don't get it. All right, we'll stop there. You know, let's see. Let's say Dilbert Reborn comics, because I know it's spicier. So of course, he doesn't have to deal with syndicates at that point. I was gonna see what makes it spicier. Oh, you know what I love is that whenever I've noticed this, that whenever comic strips, and this has happened for a while now, have entered this new era, instead of leaving things flat, they just add a shadow to it to make it new. Like all my favorite comic strips have done that. Let's see. I got hired as a fake news editor for the Washington Poop. My job is to make sure no useful context accidentally gets into their stories. I don't want to know how the something is made. Someone subscribed and it didn't pop up. Why didn't it pop up? Well, we got one subscriber. I don't know who subscribed. If it's you, say what's up. It wasn't on YouTube, I know that. But thank you, whoever you are. Yeah, it's supposed to pop up and let me know. But that didn't happen. I need to figure out why. I'll keep playing around with this stuff. But it made the noise. So whoever you are, thank you so much. Please leave a comment so I know who you are. So I can thank you properly. Be whatever format you're in. Let's see. So I got hired as a fake news editor for the Washington Poop. My job is to make sure no useful context accidentally gets into their stories. This guy. I don't want to know how the sausage gets made. That reminds me. I nibbled on your bacon. Okay. I get it that you don't like. I guess that's it. I don't know. Oh, Dilbert wears a red shirt now instead of a tie. How was your sensitivity training? I spent the entire time seething in anger because our boss didn't make you attend. Maybe you need an anger management course. And then he dies. Okay. That's the thing. Okay, again, in the meeting, comma, she asked me to include Mazzari. All right. I feel like my boss, again, what says, I think he's well meaning. He just has a bad bedside manner. But thank you, D644EL Granger. Appreciate you for following. We're on the road to 10. Again, I don't have big ambitions here. If I can get 10 followers and maybe 10 subscribers on Twitch, we'll call it successful. Like, and I think here's the thing. I'll wait till the beginning of next month, and I'll ask people just, use your Amazon thingy, and just, it won't cost you any money. Just cost you a little bit of like 3 seconds. So we'll go from there. We'll figure it out. But I figured I never have goals, and I think that's part of the thing that's going to help me back. So let's enjoy the goals. You know what I'm saying? But thank you again for joining our little family here, where we talk about everything from the PC Master Race to, I guess I could probably cut on the rest of the lights in my apartment. I don't know why I need to just sit here and be in the dark. Oh my God, dude. It's after. Get a life, bro. I'm sorry. I have a boss who just like, he'll message me at like 6 in the afternoon, 6 at night. I'm just like, dude, do you not have anything else to do with your time? All right. Again, I need to stop being so like, I don't know, sort of angsty. I think it's hard when you don't really respect the boss you have. Like, I've had bosses I really respected. He is not one of them. Like, genuinely. I've had some bosses that I really thought were great people, and I'm starting to like, let me adjust a little bit. I'm starting to realize that I'm like probably, I look like poop. Never mind. I'm probably more hard on him because I've had such great bosses in the past who really invested in me and made me feel like I was someone who like mattered, Chris joined the PCMR. What is that? What is that? The PCMR. All right. You shouldn't talk about your boss on the internet. I'll be honest. How do I say this? Because I'm a contractor, I tend to work for the contract company. So they wouldn't be able to find me anyway. So we're okay. I'm not worried about it. If he sees it, so be it. I'm not worried about it. I'm not mad about it. I'm not worried about it. It's all good. Um, I do tread lightly. I don't say bad things about him. I just say that he's not someone I respect. And again, I'm hopeful that the next boss I have is someone I can respect. Like, let me say this out loud. There's a lot to being a boss. It's not just handing out orders. It's conflict resolution. It's even how you connect with your underlings. I don't think any of the people who I work with disagree with me. Right? Yeah, he's not like an evil boss. He's not like a mean boss. But he like barks orders, and then when you do what he says, he doesn't really like reward you or anything. He's like, hey, good job. It's just like, you did it. Now what? That's it. And I've had the bosses who will reward you with kind words, reward you with support, reward you in so many different ways that makes you want to do the job, or it makes you less irritable when they do need you to come in like late at night. Like, I don't mind working late at night if you treat me well. If you don't treat me well, I have a problem with it. So if you do the work to earn the respect, then it's all good. Chris needs a new boss. The Boss Baby. That'd be a good movie. Chris gets a new boss. The Boss Baby. What? My new baby's a baby? What? Sorry. My new boss is a baby? Oh no! I'm not cleaning that up. I can see that being a thing. So my friend sent me a random gift in the mail. I'll tell you a quick story, and then I'll show you the end result. So every year, I have two friends who live in San Diego. They don't travel much, so they don't make it out to Chicago very often. But I love them, and I want to see them, so I can make a trip to go out there every year. It's always really fun. We go to a thing called the OB Parade. There's all weirdness abound, right? It's fantastic. So one night while I'm staying there, I decided to go and hang out by myself because I always found like I get into some more fun adventures when I'm alone. Because my friend was tired. So I'm like, yeah, go to bed. Have fun, girl. She goes to bed. I go out by myself. I go wandering a little bit. And I find a random sports bar that has wings. And you know me, I love wings. I'm currently eating vegan right now. I miss wings, but I will survive. But I digress. Anyway, so I decide to go ahead and go in this bar and get some wings. While I'm there, this guy named Dan. I will not tell you his last name, but he has a name that rhymes. I'll just call him Dan. Okay? Dan is hilarious. He is talking to me like the biggest wigger, you know that is, not a black guy, not a white guy that wants to be black, but a white guy that talks like he's from like the hood. But he's talking like he was like a rapper. Like this guy was like, "Hey man, why you over here by yourself?" I'm like, "I'm just eating some wings, man." He's like, "Hey dog, I'm just telling you, it's a lot of girls out here. There's a lot of putty out here. Come get some of this putty, bro. Like, hey, come help me out. Come help me out. Come help me out, G. Help me out, my G." And I'm like, "Who are you?" Yo, listen. And he goes, hey man, I am Dan, the man. You know what I'm saying? They know me from coast to coast. I just moved out here and I'm kicking it. I'm taking all the women and I'm getting all they Skrilla. It ain't a joke, my G. It ain't a joke. Right? So then we wound up hanging out, and he's really funny. He's just really funny. He's a really funny dude. And I'm like, all right, as ridiculous as this all has been, we gotta be friends. I'm sorry, this is crazy. You don't meet people like that and not kick it and not have some kind of love for them. So now I go, all right, dude, we're going out tomorrow. Meet up with us at the parade. We're gonna have a big crew. You know, we got a good seat to see the parade. Come hang out. So he came and joined late at night. And my friends were pretty attractive. And he's like, hey, dog, this you? This you? This you? This you, dog? And I'm like, well, they're not me. These are my friends. I got a girl, but these are my friends. We keep chilling. And then next thing I know, in the end of the story, we're all leaving. And hey, dog, we about to go out to the spot. We going to the strip club, y'all. We better ride in a golf cart. Want to get in the golf cart with the boys? And I go, well, I came out here to visit my friends, so I'm going to stay with them. So then we're like, in an Uber and going down the street in our Uber. What do we see? But Dan and all these dudes in a golf cart. Whoa! And that was it. And we took a picture together. And I have a photo, right? I go, this picture is hilarious. I'm gonna immortalize this. I can never forget Dan because Dan was crazy. So with the parade, Shara, to catch you up. The parade is the OB parade in San Diego. If you know Ocean Beach, it's a little weird town in California. And the parade is like always alien or intergalactic or space themed mixed in with Christmas. But it's also hot down there. So you're not dressed like you would dress for like regular Christmas like I'm used to in the Midwest. So it's just wild, right? And it's really fun. Everybody's out there all day. You got to get seats. You got to get your lawn chairs laid out. You got to get a seat at the bar where you have a good understanding of everything. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Yeah, he probably is. So anyway, then my friend sent me a image in the mail, right? And it's of me and Dan. I'll just show the bottom. It's fine. It's fine. So it's just a picture of me and him. And it's hilarious. Like, you sent me a shirt. So now I got to put this thing on and wear it somewhere. I don't know where. So I do have Dan's number. So I did text Dan and go, yo, dog, I'm going to tell this story in the stream. Was it cool? I'll show you. He said, it's cool. Don't worry about it. Because the world should see my beauty, is what he said. The world should see my beauty. So me and Dan, hilarious. I'm gonna wear this shirt out. I don't know when. Definitely when I'm in San Diego next time. I'm gonna wear it for at least one day, and a couple times over the summertime. That's it. That's the story. It's the whole story. But I hit him up. I was like, dog. You know what I did though? I sent him the photo without any context. I didn't even tell him like that my friend sent it to me. I just go, boom. And fam didn't say anything. And then he responded back and he was like, dog, that's radical. That's freaking dope. Ah! And I'm like, yeah. It is pretty freaking dope, isn't it? So that's the story. All right, when I hire freelancers, I give them complete autonomy. Don't talk to me until you're done. I don't care where, when, or how you get the work done. I love that, but I think that you probably get more out of your freelancers if you interact with them a little bit. Don't micromanage them by any means, obviously. Like, obviously. Yeah, it's like a discount Tom Cruise. I mean, again, I will not say anything bad about the guy. It was bizarre. It was bizarre. Like when he started talking to me, I'm like, what is happening right now on this earth? What is happening? What did I do to deserve this? This is fan freaking tastic. Like I love a good character. Like I have a friend from college named Brad Crowey. Brad Crowey used to creep me out when I first met him. I don't even know if he knows this. I may have told him, but he's one of my best friends now. But when I first met him, he creeped me out. Couldn't tell you why. It was just something off about him. But then we wound up like having like one of the same best friend in college. And then our best friend left. So then when he left, he and I were like, yo, we guess we gotta hang out now. And sure enough, not even joking, like the old Crowey charm worked on me. And he's now one of my favorite people in the world. I haven't seen him since college. So it's been like almost, how old am I? I'm old. It's been almost 17 years, if not more. I need to just stop playing games and go out to the town where he lives and visit him. I'm going everywhere else in the world, right? I don't have excuses. Like I need to just go ahead and go out there and stop playing games. But first he weirded me out, and then he grew on me, and the next thing you know, we're best buds. Because I feel like when you get to know people beyond the initial meeting, people always say you only get one first impression. I do think that later impressions do make a difference, because I've met people that I thought were cool, and now upon further review, they're not. You know what I mean? So I think you just gotta be careful with like purely judging people like that. All right. So one question is, all right, let's do this before I do anything else. I'm gonna show another Dilbert Reborn comic. Again, this is where Scott Adams put his stuff on the paywall, but he occasionally will release comics to try to get people to buy the cow. You know what I mean? All right. So here we got. All right. Let's see if this is funny. Because again, I just think Dilbert was great. I will say, this era that I'm looking at now, though, where everybody wears the same outfit, is kind of depressing. Like, you just gave up on your character models. Like, at this point, like, I get it, you can't draw, Scott. We understand that. But now you're just trying not to draw. Like this is bad. All right, let's see if I laugh. All right. Sometimes it takes a little while to get to know somebody. Right. Like, one of my other best friends, whose wedding I was in, I thought he was a douchebag when I first met him. Then we had one time we got in the car together and we sang the same songs and we like wound up like connecting really well. And now he's one of my favorite people in the world that I don't see anymore. Yeah, it takes a lot to actually open yourself up to get to know people and not just straight up judge them the first time. All right, let's read this comic. Let's see if it's funny. All right, Dilbert Reborn. We're getting rid of our DI. Sorry, if I'm ever gonna be a voice actor, I have to stop reading ahead. That's my like fatal flaw is I read ahead a lot. I think I can get the context quickly and I just jump because I told the art of skimming. And I just stop. But that's right. Sometimes it takes a while to get to know somebody. This is true. All right, here we go. We're getting rid of our DEI department to avoid being mocked for having one. We're repurposing the DEI staff to various departments. We got stuck with Beth. She isn't even an engineer. Beth is the worst. I have skills. Like what? For example, I can report you to human resources for 1,000 reasons. Oh, wow. I suddenly realize I'm worthless. We've been trying to tell you. I, I don't know. I wish that was funny. That was bad too. Anyone who doesn't see the humor, the truth is they in this could never possibly work anywhere to see it in real life. Sorry, going by the comments here, I'm not supposed to say anything about the actual topic. It's not. Let's see. 9 out of 10, I'm a person who believes that diversity is a positive and many diversity programs are both useful and reasonable. This comic is still funny. I kind of like it better as two separate comics, though. The first punchline is better delivered, and the same comic strip makes the second fall flattering. Yeah, I don't know. I I wanted to laugh at that, but I just didn't. It was meh. All right. Let's see if there's any other strip here. I did honestly. Oh, that's how Dilbert. Interesting. See, I created an AI app that summarizes complicated legislation so voters know what's in the bills. He dies. I need the rest of you to forget this happened. Oh, wow. That's just, oh, yikes. Okay. I love this dating app. I thought you were married. I'm just looking. What's the worst that could happen? Hey, what's my wife doing on here? Your wife? That's my girlfriend. Yo, what up, Elegant Ego? Long time no see. You can't wear a shirt of you and another man hugged up. No, that looks Ayo. Dog, if you know me at all, I don't care. in fact, I'll tell you the honest truth. That's probably what I like the most about it. Is that it's ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous for me to wear that. And I'm gonna do it. I don't know when. I'm gonna do it. And if someone's gonna ask who is that, I'm like, oh, that's my brother. And so they go, wait, are you adopted? No. Wait, do you know something? Oh my god, that's funny. Hey, what up, Dayton Chris? You know, I won't lie to you. I think I might keep these streams at night. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Let's see if this. I see a black character. Let's see if this one is funny. Our boss told me we're moving away from merit-based system for raises and promotions. From now on, they plan to rank us by 23andMe results. I can't tell if you're serious. Guess what quarter year will be in. You know, I used to think he was really funny. I'm kind of glad I didn't read these Dilbert Reborn things. I don't know. It's not great, but I'll say this. I did really enjoy. Oh my god, he really overused the shadow. That's bad. I did really enjoy the cartoon. Like the cartoon was pretty good, in my opinion. Oh, y'all, like it's sadly bad. Man, that's bad, bro. All right. So let me think. What else we got here? Other than me going off about Scott Adams, like again, I'm not happy that he's dead because I'm not happy when anybody dies.
Did you know?
But I do hate the idea though that the people right now I hear like praising him when he did messed up things. Like you can die, but I don't have to pretend.
Did you know?
I don't have to
that
pretend. Like
white people?
I don't have to pretend like you're a good person. Like Hulk Hogan, I would have loved to be like Hulk Hogan died. Oh no, but nah, he was openly racist and happy to be racist. So nah, I'm good. I remember cartoon. The cartoon's a little just when he argued with this dog about him working in a box and not a cubicle. Like no, it was the show took the nuanced jokes and took them long form, and I think they would have done well. If they would have came out in a different generation. It just came out on UPN, and nobody watched UPN, and so it was already doomed from the start. Unfortunately, and I don't know why like another network didn't pick it up. I'll say the same thing about though the Napoleon Dynamite cartoon. If you didn't know that existed, Napoleon Dynamite cartoon was actually pretty brilliant and really great, and no one watched it. Same with the everybody hates Chris. Everybody still hates Chris. This actually was pretty good. No one watched it, so it's gone now. Like a lot of great cartoons come and go because people just don't know they exist, and we're now in a market where like you can't count on cable, you got to count on streaming, which means you have to count on marketing and things going viral and blah 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 blah, or your show won't make it. Like you gotta have the right deal at the right time. Same thing with the Clerks cartoon. Like I could easily make a video of top 10 cartoons that died before their time. Fillmore. If you don't know Fillmore, you can't even find it on streaming or anything. Like Fillmore was fan freaking tastic. It was a police procedural, but set in a grammar school. Maybe high school. Was it high school? I don't know what grade they were in, but they were definitely like either like preteens or teens. But they were they were preteens because they were like hall monitors and stuff. Like if you didn't watch it, you missed out. It was great. It was great. Maybe like an E. Kelly thing, just like the person, not the art. Like it's hard because I think slowly and surely, black people at least are starting to play R. Kelly in public places again. I think like the attitude is like, you know what, y'all got Trump. We want Bump and Grind back. Y'all got Trump. We want Ignition Remix back. You know what I mean? We want the Step in the Name of Love. Like they still play it in black spaces. Like if you played in a white person, like, oh my God, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm dancing, sir. Leave me alone. Beep beep. You know what I mean? Like so sad. All right. I only watched Moesha and Veronica Mars on that channel. You watched Moesha? Okay, I'm kidding. I mean, I tried to watch as much of UPN as I could. I watched Moesha. I watched Cuts because I'm a Marcus Houston fan. And I'm like, wait, Marcus Houston? Back at it again? But this time working in a barbershop? Hey, I'm with it. Like, I watched the Diary of Desmond Pfeiffer. I watched Homeboys in Outer Space, okay? I watched all the shows that everyone talked about how bad they were. I watched them. It was like, when's the next season coming out? I was so devastated to find they were not going to do any more Homeboys in Outer Space. LaQuasia, like they had a giant hoopty spaceship called LaQuasia, which just means you're loquacious, you talk too much. Crazy. You know what's funny though is I didn't watch Veronica Mars at all. Not even a little bit. That was my thing. All right, let's play this video real quick from me.
Are a hate group? Well, the creator of Dilbert, Scott Adams, thinks.
Wait.
Did you know that black people are a hate group? Well, the creator of Dilbert, Scott Adams, thinks so because someone made a poll and asked, "Is it okay to be white?" And when most of the participants that were black said no, he took that to mean that we're all a hate group now. And he is no longer one of us. These are literal quotes, people. I can't even do it better than that. He said these things and then went on a rant saying that white people should stay away from black people. Like, just stay away and don't help us at all. Here's the thing, man. I tried to help you because I bought your stupid book, okay? Before I knew anything, I used to love Dilbert. I was a big fan of the cartoon, all of it, and I thought you were brilliant, okay? But I tried to help you by giving you money because I thought you were dope, man. And the truth is, you're stupid. You're just stupid. Who thinks that people were hate groups because of a poll? God, have you not seen the cross in my backyard? Let's get it together, man. Come on.
That's in the cross in my backyard. That was brilliant, Chris Sanders. Back to it. All right. So I'll tell you this. I also had a crush on Moesha as a kid. My first crush was Brandy. Like, but specifically Moesha Brandy. But to the point where I bought Brandy's album as if she would date me because I bought her music. Because oh, did you just buy my songs? Oh my God. No, that didn't happen. Never happened. Not once. Not once. And I bought 2 albums. Not once. I bought Maya's album too. Didn't happen. They didn't show up to my house at all. Like, hey, Chris, did you buy your album? You forgot the something. That didn't happen. Not once. It's wild, bro. It's wild. I don't understand. I also bought John Mayer and Kanye West albums, but I don't want anything. Stay away from me. John Mayer is fun. John Mayer is my favorite artist of all time. I'll say it. I'll say it. Non-rapper. All right. I watched it too. Cute. Was cool. I wanted to have his permission in the 90s. By the way, Scrubs is coming back in a month or so, Chris. I know, I saw that. You know, honestly, as much as I don't want them to bring back these shows so they can be worse, some of the shows have come back and have been better. Like what? I think Roseanne came back, and they had to kill Roseanne after what she did, but they're still making episodes. I'm pretty sure of the Connors. Wait, what? That's the one that made it. Like Connors is making so many episodes now. They're now syndicated. Let's see. Is it still happening? Yeah, still 7 seasons. Oh, it ended. Okay, they finally ended it on April 23rd. How did it end? I'm not going to watch it, so I'm just going to cheat and go to the Wikipedia. Bear with me here, guys. If you don't, spoilers for the Connors. Okay? Yeah, wow, they got to 112 episodes. That's crazy. That's crazy. I guess they only count seasons 2 through 7 because they don't count the season where they brought back Roseanne. Interesting. The premise: the show follows the Connors, a working class family struggling to get by on a modest household incomes after the death of the original show's lead character. They continue to face daily struggles. Wow. Okay. I'm surprised they kept going. I just stopped watching it. I was like, I did what I could. I thought it was good. I supported it. And then I don't have cable. Like, here's the thing. Like I think nowadays, if you really want to watch a show, you got to really want to watch a show. Like, you have so many options, so much you can do, so many things on the internet. You know what I mean? Like, wow. All right, let's see. I'm just curious how it ended. Let's see. Mint cut. Conversation ended. Innocent white people got grouped up with bald black people. So now blame goes back and forth. Yo, ultimate guy! Happy New Year's, brother. I think the issue is he might have been a good person, but he was grouped up with bad people. So in anger, he retaliated by saying what he said. And then the same thing happened on the black side. No call-ins this show. We'll do that next time. I'm testing out the format. I'm glad to hear that so far this is pretty smooth. So I'll tell you what I did. So at the top of the new year, I found out. What's this say? Oh, gotcha. Okay, I won't do that then. At the top of the new year, I found out that they were doing a really good Black Friday deal for Streamlabs. So I decided to go ahead and give it a shot because it's cheaper than what I'm paying currently for Restream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill my Restream account if this stream went well and switch over to Streamlabs. But I paid for the Streamlabs Ultra, right? Which means they have an option where I can switch my stream from what I'm doing right here to my cell phone. Now I'm going to see if it works. I don't know if it works or not yet. We'll find out. But I'm not going to end the stream. I'm going to take the stream with me on the go and see how it works. That's my goal. I'm shocked at the irony of how Dad passed away in the original and Roseanne passed away in the remake. Well, you know what it is? Is that they did retcon that. They did retcon that in the very end, if you don't remember. Because of that last season, they said basically the end of it, because they won the lottery and then Dan died and all the stuff happened and then they went around and did all this other stuff. That was all Roseanne's, fantasy. Right. Oh, wait. I'm wrong. He really did die in the show, and him being alive was the fantasy, but secretly he did pass away. But then they brought him back. How did they bring him back? Now I'm thinking about it. How did Dan... All right, now I gotta find out. Sorry. I'm going on a rabbit hole. How did they bring Dan back? They just... Hey, ignore it. Let's see. I gotta find out, y'all. Sorry. If you know, just spoil it for me before I get there. But... All right. Let's see. Premise. All right. See that. Cool. Give me a list of episodes. Yep, I see the family. There we go. 9 episodes of the new show. All right. How they bring Dan back? Let's see. It's 96, 97. Yep. Season 10. There we go. I just want to see how they did it. I'm just curious. Yeah, her book was made after Dan passed away. They never won the lottery, right? Her winning the lottery was in her book. In the remake, they said it was a dream. Oh, okay. All right. There we go. Darlene Connor, long separated from husband David Healy, moves in with her aging parents, Rosanna Dan Connor, to obscenely care for them when with her and David's 2 children. Darlene, okay. All right. I'll explain it though. How was Dan back in Roseanne 2018? All right. There it goes. In 2018, Roseanne Revival, Dan Connor was alive. The show retconning the original series finale revealed that he died from a heart attack by making that finale a fictional book written by Roseanne, allowing Dan to return and joke about everyone thinking he was dead. The new series establishes Dan as the strong, grounded patriarch dealing with modern working class struggles while acknowledging the past confusion and bringing him back as the family's anchor. Oh, the premiere immediately addressed the original finale with Roseanne waking up, Dan saying, "I thought you were dead," to which he replied, "I'm sleeping. Why does everybody think I'm always dead?" Later, Dan finds a manuscript of Roseanne's book where she had written him out, confirming that his death and his cheating storyline was part of a fictionalized version of events, not reality. The new reality. Effectively, this effectively reset the timeline, allowing John Goodman's Dan to rejoin the family as a living, breathing character, grounding the new series. Okay. There we go. I didn't finish Stranger Things yet. I'm watching it really slow. I'll be honest with you, like the episodes are too long. And maybe I'm just lazy, but the episodes are too long. Like way too long. Like insanely too long. So I can't do it. So I'm watching them in pieces. Don't spoil anything for me. I heard the ending is actually pretty decent, so we'll see. It's just so slow. All right, so they make 6 episodes to end the show. Let's see. The corporate lawyers harshly grow Dan's disposition, but he makes convincing counter argument about the company's accountability. Darlene continues meeting Chad Knightley, the Lobo, until they realize the relationship has gone too far after it ends. After Becky convinces Ben about only his marriage, as Darlene promises to be more attentive, Dan assures Louise that she's now the love of his life. Oh, wow. He moved on from Roseanne. Crazy. The pharmaceutical company and says selling a check without admitting any liability. Dan got his family in Roseanne's grave before opening the envelope to reveal the amount. The check is only $700, causing everyone to laugh while reaffirming their commitment to the family. Each pays respect to Roseanne. Jackie announces that she was accepted to Lanford Police Department. Dan orders pizza to be sent to the house. Last scene after the family disperses. Dan's on the couch. Busy audience. Good night. Ah, poetic. Okay, cool. I'll watch that later. All right. Wait, no, you're good. I'm not talking about it. It's like the Bob Newhart scene where Bob's new show was a dream from the old Bob Newhart show. Yeah, I actually did see that. I don't know. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be watching everything really slow. In fact, I promised my girlfriend that I would finish Insecure. So I'm gonna finish Insecure first, and then I'm gonna go back and watch Stranger Things. This is how I'm living my life, y'all. Yeah, so we are gonna do the IRL stream. Let's see how many of y'all is left in the stream. 7 people. That's good. That's good enough. I don't care. I'm not picky. I do want to test out this feature anyway. So give me a minute. Hey Google, what's the weather?
In Chicago, it'll be cloudy with a high of 46 and a low of 33.
Okay, cool. So I want to see how it works. That I can convert this stream over.
Did you know
Quiet.
that black people?
Quiet. To mobile without losing the stream. I don't know how it's supposed to work, but we're gonna try. We're gonna see what happens, y'all. All right. I'm trying to think, where should I go? Here's the thing. So if y'all know me at all, if you really know me at all, if you know what's going on, I am currently engaged in a diet where I can't eat meat, or our children not to eat meat at least. So with that said, I don't have a lot of places I can really go, but I do want to go to the store because our local grocery store had a deal where if you, I gotta go now before they introduce new deals too. Where you can get $7 off anything. Because the Bears won the last football match in the NFL. Let's look real quick on my list. You know what? Let's do this. Let's see. Y'all can be part of this journey before I go. If there's anything just found out, ground beef can make you lose your mind and it's scary. It's a very rare disease though. What do you mean? Explain. Let's see if there's anything at Jewel I want to buy before the sales change. If y'all don't know, I love grocery stores, so this is gonna be a little treat for me. Let's try that. We're not really taking a break. Intermission. I haven't set this up at all. We'll figure it out later. We're back. All right. Oh, I lost the chat. Oh. Damn. Okay, so the chat erases if you go to certain scenes. I go between these scenes to keep the chat. But if we go to anything without the chat box, it erases. Well, now we know. All right, so just found out about ground beef can make you lose your mind, and it's scary. It's a very rare disease, though. Well, I hope I don't ever catch that. That sounds awful. All right, let's see. Let's just sign in. It's a disease that destroys prions in your brain called VCJD. Well, that sounds terrifying, man. If you buy all nasty stuff, will that make them groceries? Ha. Hilarious. I love it. I love it. All right, so I will say, I am in the market about some pico de gallo. Dog, just add to my list. Okay, anyway. Thanks, guys. All right, so pico de gallo. Broccoli still on sale. Already on my list. I don't need any limes. Oh, there is. Gotta click that coupon. All right, so now $7 off whatever I buy. What do I even need? Like, here's I can't have bread for like another like week. I can't have fish. So let's see what I didn't. Let's see if there's anything on this list because I bought all the canned goods already. Oh yeah, what can I get off my points? I got 116. Oh, I thought I used that. Whoops. I get pasta for free. I'll wait. I'll wait. They don't expire yet. I got time. Anyway, let's see if there's anything on this list of stuff. Did I buy organics? I got plenty of mushrooms. I'm good on mushrooms. I'm good on red onions. Ooh, you know what? I could get some avocados. I don't need any more of that. All right, dragon fruit. All right, let's get a dragon fruit. Make my list real quick. Make my list downtown. Yeah, I mean, my diet says plant based only, so I'll tell you. Oh, the pickles is unlimited use? Didn't know that. I bought 3 jars. All right, so I'm gonna buy dragon fruit. I'm gonna buy ginger. That's a good deal too. We're gonna get. I need some like snacking apples. I keep getting hungry and I just want to like eat chips instead. Black seed oil is really good for you. That and sea moss. Let's do pink lady apples. I think I already got my cucumber actually. No, I didn't. Let's do cucumber. Let's just say whatever fruit sounds good because I need more fruit I can just eat. Let's see. Dry beans. And does anything speak to me? don't think so. Yeah, the rest are gonna wait till the fast is over. All right. One thing I always do, I'll tell you this, is I always look at the sale paper because weekly ad is always fun. Come on, y'all. Do we find a flaw in your magazine in your issue? What is black seed oil? I've never heard of that before. One thing I did learn is that they do change the deals depending on where you go. So I can't have any of the meat. I've got plenty of blackberries. Oh, you know what? Clementines. Clementines are the perfect snack when you just are like in a like push. Okay. Clementines are good. Yeah, this ain't gonna be $7 worth, but I'm still gonna buy it. So I just need more like regular snacks I can have that like up until the next 2 weeks, next week. Oh, applesauce buy two get two free. That's not a great deal. I'll wait till tomorrow because the deals will pop up. And then again, like when you do plant based, you can't fudge it. And then the impossible items, I'm not always a fan of. But I will say I found that I have enjoyed some of the burgers I've had. Not all of them, some of them. Chris, look into it, trust me. All right. Black seed oil. I'll look into the disease. It's not about trust, bro. It's just, Oh, you know what I can do too? I wonder that'll work. We can leave the stream running up here and it's transfer when I'm downstairs so that I don't lose the stream along the way. All right. I just thought I put this between off at the Ford factory because they called them a PDF. Really? Wait, for real? That's kind of wild. Okay. I think I'm good on that. And then a Jackson. Okay, got my list. I think we're good here. Only getting any of this. Wow, $2.99. Bro, I bought so many beans. It's ridiculous. All right, let me go here. All right. Yeah, there's a video. It was an employee. Let's see if I find that video real quick. Oh, CNN. I'll say this. For what it's worth, he's a person. Like, I don't think most presidents Oh, wow. John Forte died? Damn. Let's say a quick prayer. Let's say a quick prayer, Lord, for John Forte, Lord. I pray that you watch over him and give him mercy, allow him to be with you. Lord, I pray for his family and they understand and are able to move on from this hurt and this loss. Lord, I pray that you continue to work through the works that he put out into the world, Lord. And just thank you for the gift of his life and the opportunity that we all get to spend with him, even silently or far away. And we pray. I pray. Amen. All right, let's see. So, hey, F you, bub, for that pedo diss. That was a lunatic. I said for the raise, gave an appropriate and unambiguous response. Y'all think that like him being like, I don't understand how like Republicans think that him being unprofessional and not being able to control himself is like a good thing. Like I don't get it. Like someone being unpresidential. Oh, there we go. There's your video. Oh, pretty obvious. F you. F you. You know what? Ugh. Again, he talks trash about everybody else. He's gonna have to, he's gotta deal with it. Found the video, buddy. All right, let's see. This will be a good example, a good test. Let's see if I'm able from here to transfer it from here to here. All right. All right, so I'm already live. All right. As an Ultra member, you're at the heart of everything we do. We're here to make you sure your streaming experiences are not just good, but exceptional. Multi-stream, disconnection protection. If your signal drops, we'll keep your stream live with a be right back screen so you don't lose viewers. Premium apps and features. A full suite of hips. Okay, cool. Yep, I'm multi-streaming right now. Okay. Enable draw on top and settings. Unless you're, I say another stream is detected. A stream on another device has been detected. Would you like to switch the stream to stream as mobile? Okay. Let's see if it moves me. Let's see what happens, y'all. Stream fully switched. I should I'm stop streaming. I see. Okay. And I'm gonna say so now